Final Destination is back. Yes, somehow we're still cheating death in 2025. No one asked for it, but it's here and it's actually pretty good. So if Bloodlines left you craving more creative carnage and chaotic energy, here are 5 movies that'll hit that same nerve, starting with something nasty in Texas. By the by, I'm the movie guy and let's start this list. Over the last years, we have been bombarded with horror series being remade, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre received the same treatment. But it's also the only one that totally missed the landing and then blew up in all the wrong ways. And I get it, it just wasn't what the fans wanted and it was very criticized all around, but I think that it's better than the reviews would suggest. We have another group of teenagers, this time they are influencers, and they slowly get hacked down by Leatherface. Leatherface in his own right looks scary, some scenes are incredibly tense, and yes, the story is nothing to write home about, the characters are not very well written, but at 1 hour and 21 minutes, you get exactly what you want from a slasher film: gory deaths. If you want something a bit more chaotic and creatively unhinged, let's talk about Malignant. James Wan is a horror movie legend. He absolutely understands slasher films, body horror movies, and he puts all that energy in Malignant. By that point, Wan had more misses than hits, but Malignant was a solid win for him. Madison, played brilliantly by Annabelle Wallis, is tormented by these nightmares that she soon realizes are actually the reality. It's not particularly scary or smart, but it's just plain fun, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. The third act is really good. There's also a twist at the end that throws the story around, and it's a very balls to the wall kind of film. Alright, let's talk legacy horror. You know him, you fear him. Michael Myers is back. What do you know? I've picked another horror remake. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the new Halloween trilogy. The first one was decent, but the next 2 were just bad. Jamie Lee Curtis is back as Laurie, and Michael Myers is just as unstoppable as ever. It feels very much just like the original. The gore is as nasty as ever. It is scary. It even has some comedy sprinkled in, which it's not always welcome. I felt that it was trying a bit to capitalize on MCU dialogue, but still, Halloween is a surprisingly good slasher horror movie. Now for something a little darker, and I mean folklore creeping into your bones kind of dark, time to talk about Antlers. It is probably the movie that doesn't really feel that much like Final Destination, but it's just a very good film that is not talked about enough. It is horror, it is scary, there are a couple of gory scenes, but it's far from being a pure slasher. It's a folk horror movie. The story revolves around the poor kid and his teacher who tries to help him and kind of save him from his own life, but the kid has some ties to a Wendigo, which is a terrifying creature that supernatural fans will undoubtedly know. I haven't seen many movies tackle this creature. Guillermo del Toro produced this film and he also has an amazing horror mind, but Scott Cooper was the director and he also did The Pale Blue Eyes, and I thought that both movies have a great vibe to them. So it's a different kind of pick, but Antlers deserves more recognition and praise. Finally, let's wrap this up with a modern slasher that really channels the Final Destination vibe. Suspense, shock, and a whole lot of oh no, not like this. Let's talk X. Ty West managed to make the best slasher trilogy of this decade, at least in my opinion, and it all started with X. Starring Mia Goth, this A24 film has all the things which make slasher movies good. The cast of characters who get slashed are well written, the story is fun and engaging, its vibe is unsettling, it's filmed incredibly well and it looks great, which is a good bonus to have, and the kills are gory. But more than that, it's actually smart, which is rare for slashers. Both the sequels are just as good, and Mia Goth became a horror star after these 3 movies. She just has a perfect unsettling vibe to her. And hey, I know what you're thinking, where's Saw? Don't worry, I didn't forget. Consider this the brutal bonus round. If you're a slasher or gore fan and you haven't watched the Saw franchise, shame on you. You don't have to have seen them all. It never really got better than the first, but it's probably the franchise that resembles Final Destination the most. It's just such an obvious pick that I did not want to include it in the list as a ranked movie, but I had to talk about it, if only for a little. It's simple, dumb, gore fun. What did you think of Final Destination Bloodlines? Let me know down in the comments. While you are there, press that like and subscribe button, and until next time, keep on watching movies, guys.